Next one we want to try to look at is this idea of the fourth root, or not the fourth root, but the cosine to the fourth of x. And I want to rewrite that without any powers at all. And so to do that, we're going to look at some of our power reducing models that we had down here. And the one I'm going to focus on is this cosine squared theta. So buckle in, this one's going to take a while. So let's follow through and see if we can do this. And maybe we can do it together. So if I'm going the wrong direction, just throw something at the camera, at your phone, at your computer, and just say, Willie, you're going the wrong way. Back it up and let's start over again. So I can rewrite this as the cosine squared of x squared. Okay, doing that, I'm able to go ahead and see that I have a cosine squared of x, which models with what I have right there. So let's rewrite that, or rewrite what my power formula is. So that becomes 1 plus cosine 2 times my theta, which is my x, all over 2, and the whole thing squared. Let's square that whole thing out. And so I take the entire top term times the entire top term, and that gives me 1 plus 2 cosines 2x's plus cosine squared of 2x all over 4. Take a moment, we'll see if you're tracking on this. The next thing I can do, let's go ahead and break this up into individual fractions. So I have 1 over 4 plus 2 over 4 cosines x. Let's just make that cosine 2x over 2 plus cosine squared of 2x all over 4. I still have a power. My goal was to rewrite this equivalent statement with no powers, but I still have a power of 2 here. So basically, I'm just going to have to run through the process one more time. So 1/4 stays the same. Cosine of 2x over 2 stays the same. The cosine squared of 2x, let's look at this model over there. So that becomes 1 plus cosine of 2 of my theta. My theta is a 2x in this case, all over a 2, all over this 4. Let's clean this up a little bit. And so the two things I can do to clean it on up is I can invert and multiply. And then I can combine, since I have 2 times a 2 right there, I can make that a 4x. So let's go one time through again. 1/4 plus cosine of 2x over 2 plus, let's just do it this way first. 1 plus cosine of 4x. And then I'll invert and multiply, so that becomes over an 8. I can break this fraction up just like I did a little while ago. So 1/4 plus cosine of 2x over 2 plus 1/8 plus cosine of 4x over an 8. And looks like the last thing I need to do is combine these two fractions. Since this guy doesn't talk to this guy, let's combine these two. So 1/4 plus 1/8 is 3/8. So I'm just going to work my way back up over here. So I have 3/8 plus cosine of 2x over 2 plus a cosine of 4x over an 8. So there I was able to rewrite the cosine of 4 to, or the fourth power of cosine, rewritten that without any powers whatsoever.